Hi all, welcome next video. So in this video we are going to see like how we can create the materialized view and logs and how we can refresh it and what are the advantages of creating a materialized view in the Oracle. So these are the key points that we are going to cover. Like firstly we will see the materialized view, how we can create it, what are the advantages of materialized view, how we can create it, what is the query for that, and how we can refresh it, create the refresh, creating the schedulers, creating the MView logs. So all those things we are going to see in this video. So the first thing, like what is the materialized view and why we are using it. So materialized view is kind of a table segment that is actually containing some records which are periodically getting refreshed. So suppose like you have a multiple tables and you need to fetch the data from those tables and display on a UI. Okay, so but it sometimes it takes a longer time, like fetching the data is taking a longer time, like it's taking 15 minutes to 20 minutes, half an hour, and sometimes more than of that, since those are the real-time databases and tables which are like getting used in the multiple places. So the quick solution for that is like you can just refresh that data into the view and you can directly fetch the data from the view. So rather than taking the like 30 minutes, 40 minutes time while like fetching the data from the multiple tables, you can just store that data in the view and you can display the data from the view directly into the UI. So it won't be taking that much time, it will happen very quickly because all the required data already placed in the view and you can directly fetching the data from the view. Okay, so it can be used in the like kind of local tables, or if you have multiple schema or multiple databases, so you can also like fetch the data and contain like save into the view through the like remote tables. Okay, so this is the basic sentence that is like so that we can create the materialized view. So if you see a create materialized view and you need to put the a view name, so how you want to like refill it, like immediately or deferred, and refresh rate, how you want to refresh it, fast, complete, or force. So we have a different like terms for that, like commands for that. So like each one has the different meanings and different purpose. So we will seeing on the next screen. So like for the immediate, so uh, if you see here build immediate or deferred. Okay, so what does it mean? So immediate means like whenever the view is getting created, it will immediately get populated, like whatever the data required in the view, that will be populated immediately after the view creation. Okay, and deferred means whenever the first request for the refresh will happen, then only the data will populate it will just create the structure. Okay, and what the here like fast, complete, and force. So what does it mean for, like if the refresh, how it is going to be refreshed, fast, complete, and force? There are three different ways. So what are these? So fast means a fast refresh will happen, like materialized view logs are present. So basically it will immediately refresh the view. So what is the advantage of it? Like if you have a materialized view, logs are nothing which are containing the like differentiation of the like current data object and the existing data. Like it will keep continue logging the data into the logs, like whenever the differences are happening in the your real tables. Like suppose like if you using the users table, so if any difference, like any insert, update, or delete, or anything is happening in that table, that get immediately updated into the logs. And when you like keeping the fast type, so it will refresh type fast, so it will immediately uh, like uh, like pick up those differences from the logs and update into the views. Okay, so a fast refresh is attempted if materialized view logs are not present against the source tables in advance. The creation fails. Okay, so means for fast refresh type, you will have to create the materialized view logs. Okay, that will contain the differences of your current object and your like upcoming object. So complete. The table segment supporting the materialized view is in truncate and repopulate. So basically the complete is doing the like truncate of that view firstly and then repopulating all the data. So it will a kind of like reloading. It will not just populating the differences. It will be populating whole query, like whatever the query is containing the data, the all data will get populated into the view. And force is also a fast attempt, like it will firstly try the fast refresh type, and if fast refresh type is not possible, then it will do the complete. Okay. And the refresh also, like if you go to the older here, so commit and demand. So what type of view you wanted to create? So there are two different types of refreshment happening. So the first is on commit, means the refresh will be immediately happen when anything, any update or changes happen into the dependent tables. Okay. On demand is something you are doing the refresh to the schedulers, like you had scheduled, you have some time span like weekly, monthly or daily basis, or in some intervals, so it will get refreshed on the demand service, like it will be refreshed based on the scheduler task. Okay, so I think hope you understood everything. So we already have seen immediate, deferred, fast, complete, force, and commit and demand. Okay, and this enable disable this, you can write if you wanted to query the write, otherwise if you just keeping it blank, so that is also fine. Yes, so one more thing, like if you're creating the view, so you will also require to provide the grant to the user for the creation of the view if user does not have, and if you view is created, so you will have to provide the select and execute grant so that user can see that data and refresh the view. Yeah, so second thing, like we already have seen like materialized view, like we discussed in a few minutes back. So materialized view is like kind of things. Since so if you wanted to fast the refreshment process, so you can go with the materialized view. So it will be containing all the differentiation happening on the tables, and whenever you are requesting for the refresh, it will immediately update those differences into the materialized view. Okay, so this is a kind of fast process. So here you can see this is the structure for creating the materialized view log. So we will be seeing into the like query, but just see the structure here. So refresh materialized view, so that is the same thing, like how you are refreshing it. So you can keep the timing like on minutes, daily or monthly basis. So refreshment is nothing but like re-updating the data into the view. Okay, with the like a current structure of the table. So refresh is the, like you can see the structure, so refresh is here, so you can put the name and date and timings, and based on that you wanted to update on the minutes basis or hours basis or day basis, weekly, monthly, that you can also update it. Okay, so we will be see it all this as well. So whenever you wanted to refresh it, you can directly execute dbms mview refresh, and you can give the name of the view, so it will refresh it. So that you can refresh it here, or you can just create the scheduler, and on like based on the scheduler uh, intervals, it will get refreshed automatically. So whenever like you just created and now you are moving to any, or you wanted to delete it, so for deleting the view you will have to like dropping all the materialized view, then their links if you have created, you will also have to drop the refresh if you have created, if you have a materialized view log, so you also have to drop that. Okay, so drop materialized view, drop materialized view and materialized view log links, and destroy the refresh if you have created it. Okay, so these are the things that, like if you are dropping view, or if someone told to create a new view, so you wanted to delete the existing one, so you will have to follow these three things. So this is the new tips that I wanted. I will show you sometime. So this is like if you wanted to add the timestamp in the SQL developer, like by default it is just showing the like on YYMMDD. So if you wanted to update it with the timestamps, how you can do it, so that the steps I put here. Okay, so you just have to go into the like tools to inside the tools preferences, inside the preferences and less, and you can update the format. So once you updating, so before it was coming this way like 23 10 23, after update you will also get the timestamp. Okay, so this is the thing. So let's go to the real time examples. Okay, so if you come here, so I already have created one sample view for you. So if you come here, so I can show you where is the materialized view, schedulers, database, materialized view, logs, and view. See, so Indian user underscore test materialized view. So this one I created. Okay, so this is the structure. If you see the data, so the data is also here. So this is the query I used. Create material, if you want. So what I did here, so firstly I just did the select from the user details. So suppose that you have a list of data, you have this table, and you wanted to create the view for the users who are belonging to the India region. Okay, so what you can do, you can do just put the select user detail where country is IND India. Okay, so once you running it, so the view will get created. So test is already created, so let me create a new Indian user view only. Okay, view mview. So create the view name, build immediate, so it will immediate populate the data. Refresh is a false. Okay, so it will be taking from the view logs. Okay, materialized view log. So we have other things also, and on demand, so it will be running on the on demand, not the like kind of the commits, like whenever the changes happening in the tables, it will not be running in that way. So let's execute it and see the India user view is creating or not. Okay, and currently in the table we have all the data. So I just have like showing you with one table, but if you have a joins, if you have multiple table, whatever types of data you just want, so just you can copy it and you can run it here, and you can see what data is coming. So whenever the view is populating, the same data will come. So if you have multiple tables, you wanted to put the join, you wanted to put some filters, you wanted to put some condition, so you can put here in the query, and you can update the same query here in the view. So whenever the view will be creating, so it will be populating with the same data. Okay, so let's run it and see the data. So materialized view is created. Okay, so let's select it and see whether it is there or not. See, it has been created and it's containing the India data only. So the view is created. Let's refresh it. Currently it's not there, so let's refresh it. Yeah, you can see here the view is created. Okay, and it's containing India data. So means our view is created successfully. So the next thing is we have created the view. Okay, now we have to create the view logs. Okay, because we have pointed to a first force. Okay, so even though if it's not pointed to a force, you can create. I just wanted to show you how you can create the view logs as well. So let's go and create it, view logs as well. Okay, so create materialized view log. You can put the name here, user details. Let me put the name user details underscore test. Okay, with primary key include new users values. No, user detail is the table, I think. Okay, so it will get, I think the materialized vlog is already created, so I'll have to drop it. See, materialized view log is already there for the user details table. Okay, so first I like to drop it. So what was our query for that to drop it? So let's go into and see. So if you wanted to drop the materialized view, drop materialized view, whatever the name is there for the view, right? So let's come here. So before just creating it, let's drop it so that you can also drop materialized. Okay, view log. Okay, drop materialized view log and whatever the name is there. So the name is user details. Okay, user details. So let's run it. User details. Missing keywords. Something. Hmm. Materialized view log on. Okay, so we will have to give the table input on. So let's run it again. Now materialized view for the user details have been dropped. So whenever we will be refreshing it, we won't be able to see it. It has been dropped. Okay, so now let's create it with this query and see whether it is creating or not. So materialized view log is created. So let's refresh it. Yeah, it's been here. Okay, so what will be happening? So whenever the any this refreshment is happening for this materialized view, so it will be directly keeping the details, picking up the details from here, from this log. Okay, so what more thing, one more thing is required, a refresh. Currently we have created the materialized view, but whenever it will get refreshed, we are not knowing it. Okay, and we will have to call that refresh to refresh this particular view. Okay, so refresh is this. So let's see this, what this one is doing. I think it's already there. Let's put here. Okay, okay, so before putting it here, before running it, so what you have to make sure, what is the time span, like what is this. So this is very important, means based on this time span the refreshment will be happening. Okay, so you will just have to control V here. Okay, so you can just put select and this time span from dual, and you can see what time and minutes and hours it's showing. So you can see it's showing 1956, 1955 is here, like it is running on each minute. Okay, one means each minute. So how you will have, like if you wanted to schedule it for 10 minutes, so you can put it 10 and just see that 10. So it will be, this is not a query. Okay, this is the commented code. So it will running on each 10 minutes. So let's see the timing, what is coming here now. It's coming at 8 6. What time is now? 56. Okay, so after 10 minutes 8 6. So it will be running on the 8 6. So if you wanted to run it on a like every 10 minutes, so you will have to put here a 10. It's running based on the minutes. Okay, so now it's running for the 30 minutes, so I can put here 30. So with 30 minutes commented is just was indicating that it's a minute wise. Okay, you will have to put the refresh name. So I created here test, so you can put here Indian user is the name of our view. Okay, view is accepted, view. Oh, view refresh. Okay, if you want to put the time, so 30 minutes. Okay, half hour or 30 minutes, 30 minutes, you can just put here simply minutes. Okay, and let's create it. Okay, so I think it's been created. I think it was created. It's got created. Already exist. Okay, so means it's been created. Okay, so now the refresh is created. So if you wanted to call it, how you wanted to like call this refresh, so you can call it this way. How execute dbms underscore mview refresh, and whatever the refresh is there, and you can put the view name. Okay, so it will refresh your view. Okay, so we have seen everything. So everything we have seen that. Okay, and one more thing that the tips I put here, this date format. Okay, so how you can find it, you go here tools, preferences, analysis, and here is the date format. So whatever the format you will putting here, that will come into your like time window. So like if you're running for this now, so you will be getting based on the time. So currently if you see I'm running it, I'm getting with this YYMMDD and the hour, minute and seconds. So same way also you can update for the SQL developer, and you will be able to take the advantages. So what we have seen today, so today we have created the view, we have created the view log, we have created the refresh, and we also have a drop. So we also run the drop to drop the log. Okay, same way also we can drop the materialized view. Okay, so all things we saw that, and on the next video we will be seeing the schedulers, like how we can schedule it and how we can run it, run this view through the schedulers. Okay, thank you so much for the watching. See you on the next video.